channel. My name is Kanayo. You can call me MissPrissy or whatever floats your boat. And today, for this Talk Aloud Thursday, let me calm down. I'm talking too fast. For this Talk Aloud Thursday, I'm going to be talking about the importance of knowing the 5 love languages. No, I'm going to start off by telling y'all how I got introduced to 5 love languages. I did not always know this. I did not always know what mine was. But, so about a year ago, if you don't know if this is your first time to my channel, I have full guardianship over my 3 younger siblings, 18, 16, and 14, and I'm 21. And yeah, I've been having them for almost 2 years now. But I had took a parenting class to get I did it on my own. Nobody forced me to do it. I did it to learn more because I didn't know nothing about being a parent figure. I just knew how to be a sister. Not I didn't know how to guide and lead them and know different things. And the parenting class helped me so very much. When I have kids of my own, I will be taking classes because those classes are so important and they help you so much. You learn so many things. In that class, I learned not only different parenting skills, but just how to be better to people around me, how to be a better person, and things like that. And I learned this 5 love languages that I did not know. So, once we got to talking about it in class and stuff like that, I was like, wow, it all makes sense to me. So, I'm just gonna start off by telling y'all what they are. So the first one is physical touch, and I'm just gonna read just a tiny bit to y'all so y'all can know what So that's like hugs and kisses are the most common way of speaking this love language, but there are other ways too. So yeah. Number 2 is words of affirmation. In communication, love words are powerful. Words of affection and endearment, words of praise and encouragement, words that give positive guidance and says, I care about you. Number 3 is quality time. Quality time is focused attention. It means giving the person your undivided attention. Number 4 is gifts. The giving and receiving of gifts can be powerful expression of love at the time that are given and often extended into the years later. Number 5 is the acts of service. Some people speak acts of service as a primary love language. If service is primary language, your acts of service will communicate most deeply that you love that person. So those are the 5 ones: physical touch, words of affirmation, quality time, gifts, and acts of service. Now, I never knew what these were. Like I said, I never knew what these were or the importance of knowing them. But when I tell you guys, it's so important to really know the love languages, the 5 love languages, and also to know yours. Like, once you figure out what your love language is, it's easy for you to tell the people around you that you love, that's your way of giving love and receiving love. So mine's when I was younger and my siblings we used to get whoopings or whatever, and my mom and my dad, they never really with me. What they would do with me is they would use their words. They would raise their voice or yell at me, and I would break down. That would be my whooping, and they know it. Like, that would be more effective to me and me to get the message of what they're trying to say than them putting their hands on me. So I used to break down and feel so hurt if, like, when they used to just even raise their voice at me or yell at me. Like, I used to cry so hard, like I just had got a whooping like my other siblings. But no, all they did was say something to me, say something, or say that I'm like disappointing them in the actions that I did or something like that. Like, and I had, once we was talking about it in the parenting class, I had realized, like, oh snaps, like, okay, that means my love language is words of affirmation. I take words so very seriously. I take them to the heart. Words is the way that I believe that I show my love. Words is the way that I receive love. And I try to let people around me that I love and that I know love me know that. so they know how to show their love for me. So by you buying me a gift, or by you necessarily trying to hug and love on me like that, I may not always take that as love. That may be your way of how you give out love, but that's not the way I receive love. I receive love through your words. And y'all, it's such a like love hate relationship that I have with that. That I have my love language is words of affirmation, because I feel like people, well, people in my past, they could be doing me so wrong, you guys, doing me bad, and their actions could show it. But as long as their words are adding up and I feel loved by what they're saying to me, that would be enough for me. Like if they I see that they're doing these things, but if they just, apologize or ask for forgiveness or just tell me all these things, like when I say those words will make it better, those words will make it better for me. That's why it's like a love hate relationship that I have with that. Sometimes I really wish my love language was something else, but hey, can't you can't really pick, cuz I don't want words to really be mine, because a lot of people use words to hurt you. And a lot of people take it in a different ways. A lot of people don't know how to express really well with their words, and that's kind of hard if you have words as your love language. So, and I also want to talk a little briefly about the situation that I had recently, where I was what do you even call it? Me and this guy, we were friends, and we were becoming very close. We had been talking for a very long time, and I liked him, and I believe he liked me also. But we just felt we're not talking no longer because of one of the main issues is because love language. This is why I say it's so important for you to know people love language and um, know how to love them in that way, or try to at least. So, like I said, mine is words of affirmation, but his was, what was his? I would say his was probably his love language was more of a physical touch, and mine was words. So that's like complete opposite. And it was just, I feel like it was just hard for us to come on the same page, as in like completely understanding each other. And because he felt like my words were good, but my physical wasn't like adding up completely. And it's just like, that's the way he received love, is through physical and through action. But the way that I give it is through words, and the way I receive it is through words. So it just was like, like, and compromise and come to an understanding of, okay, I will try to, put forth the effort to do and show your way, and you do the same for me. If we came to that common ground, I think it could work. It really could. But, a lot, I don't know, maybe, a lot of people don't want to work on things and stuff like that, but that's besides the point. So yeah, that was a example I just wanted to share with you guys. And also, it's crazy because I feel like this was really making me want to talk about this too, because I keep like seeing it. So I was on Facebook, and I seen this article where what's the actor name with the pretty eyes? What is his name? Dang it, what is that man's name? Is it Michael something? I can't remember. Y'all know who I'm talking about. The light skinned actor with the not light skinned, he's a black man, and he has like what color is his eyes? Like blue or gray? Blue or grayish eyes. He just played in the movie Intruder with Megan Good. Him. So both of them was doing an interview, and he was saying how They both have been married. He's been married for a certain amount of years, and Megan Good has been married to her husband a certain amount of years. And they was asking, you know how people ask married people, you know, well, how do it work, or why does it work, or what's the secret? So he was saying he had to learn her love language. He had to learn that the way he receives love and the way she received love was two different things. So like he had did an example of when it comes to holidays and things like that, he does not care for it. He does not care for birthdays and things like that. He said, but his wife, on the other hand, she wants you to go all the way out. You know, she cares about holidays. She wants to do it big on holidays. And he said he had to come to an understanding of, okay, this is the way that she receives love. Just because I don't receive it that way, that does not like downplay the way that she does, you know? So, and I just thought that was just like, that was like really crazy because, like I said, I had been thinking about this topic and I was like, wow, here I am reading an article about it, about this famous married couple. And yeah, Megan Good was saying the same thing also, like how important it was to know your partner's love language and to know how to cater to them through their love language. And like, especially, okay, so you guys out there, if you have kids, because like I said, I learned this through a parenting class. If you have kids, like, sit down. They even have, my instructor had us do they had an online thing where you could take a test to figure out your love language. Like when I found this out, y'all, I was like my mind was so blown on it. If you know just these simple things on how it could change your relationship with people, like my mind was so blown about it. Like I was trying to tell everybody. At the time I was trying to figure out what the dude I was dating what was his. I was trying to figure out my best friends, my grandmas. I was trying to figure out everybody so I could be, you know, on the same page as everybody and know how can I show you love the right way, because you can't love everybody the same way because everybody don't take it the same way, you know. And it's like we always knew that, but we didn't know what was the specific things. And now here I am to tell you, it is the key to it is knowing love languages. That's the key to it. So, and like I said, if you have kids, this is very, very important for you also to know theirs, to know how do your kids receive love. How do they give love? Like, so sit down and like ask them, you know, if I gave you these 5 different things, what would you say you receive it as? So, and there's, if I'm not mistaken, there's also a book on it, because it's a man's name on it. It says the 5 love languages, and it says by Dr. Gary no, get that right. Dr. Gary Chapman, Chapman. So maybe look that up and read it, and so you can get more information on it. Google it so you can get more information on it. I just think this is a very good topic to talk about because there might not be a lot of people who was like me, you know, don't know what it is. It's like you have a feeling that you know that you don't take things as everybody else, but you can't put your finger on it. What is it? And that's how I felt. Like, it's like I know, like when I used to get in trouble and my parents and stuff used to yell at me rather than physically touch, I used to be like, you know, it's a reason for this. Like, what is that reason, you know? And I just feel so much comfortable and better knowing that, okay, well, it's because I take things as in words. I take love as in words. So it just makes me feel better knowing why I am the way I am, you know? What else do I want to say? Yeah, so I hope you learned something. I hope you learned something from this video. I hope you got something from it. Like I said, if you didn't know, I'm gonna say it one more time, just cause. So the 5 love languages are physical touch, words of affirmation, quality time, gifts, and acts of service. Those are the 5 love languages. So if you didn't know them, now you do. So I'm gonna wrap up the video with that. Get to know what your love language is, what your spouse's love language is. It will make things so much easier for you. Like, and try to compromise. You know, like I said, with me and my old friend, It was just a simply if you just compromise on the love languages, because everybody's not the same. It'll help you. It'll make such a big change. So yeah, if this is your first time seeing my face, subscribe to my channel. Um, if you like videos like this on Thursday, give me a big thumbs up. Comment, comment something. I don't care what it is. Hate, love, whatever. Comment. Hit the bell to get notifications every time I upload a new video. Don't forget to follow me on IG at MissPrissy, and that's it.